carried out a massive raid arresting more than 140 people.
Tonight's top story, new developments in the massive raid with 143 arrests. Tonight, the FBI has released.
Federal agents from the FBI, DEA, and ICE carried out a lightning operation at the luxury ranch of Texas gubernatorial candidate Richard Esteban Coleman, seizing 272 kilograms of ultra-pure fentanyl, military-grade weapons, millions of dollars in cash, and evidence of the politician's 15-year collaboration with the Venezuelan criminal syndicate Tren de Aragua. This is the largest strike against Venezuelan cartel operations on U.S. soil in recorded history. The operation began at 4:43 a.m. when more than 40 tactical agents stormed a $48 million mansion on the outskirts of Austin. The owner, Richard Esteban Coleman, the frontrunner in the governor's race, who portrayed himself as a defender of migrant rights and a fierce critic of cruel border policies, was arrested in his underwear in the middle of the living room. During the search, agents discovered a hidden room behind the wine cellar that had been converted into an industrial-scale narcotics warehouse. Inside, they found 272 kilograms of fentanyl in factory packaging marked with Venezuelan lab codes, enough to wipe out the population of Texas twice over. 180 kilograms of crystal methamphetamine, $11 million in cash, sealed in vacuum-packed bricks, 62 firearms, including suppressed AR-15s, compact submachine guns, and modified assault rifles, the standard arsenal of Tren de Aragua enforcers. On the kitchen table lay Coleman's unlocked phone. The last message, received 3 minutes before the breach, read, "The precursor truck passed Laredo without problems. The sheriff gave the green light, waiting for the next load." Sender, a contact labeled TDA Texas Norte. Federal sources confirm that Richard Coleman had been the cartel's primary political protector in Texas for 15 years. He personally warned couriers about planned DEA raids. His charitable foundations laundered hundreds of millions in drug profits. His campaign received million-dollar donations from companies registered to fake Venezuelan migrants. But the most shocking discovery was found on Coleman's seized laptop. There were exact coordinates of a secret cartel fortress hidden in the Texas prairie, 85 miles southwest of San Antonio, in an area where even satellite maps show nothing. It was a fully operational Venezuelan military compound on U.S. soil. 15-foot concrete walls topped with electrified razor wire. 4 guard towers with thermal cameras and searchlights. 5 armored pickup trucks without plates. A military-grade radar with a 120-mile detection radius. 2 underground fentanyl production facilities. 47 hostages. Americans, Mexicans, and teenagers from Houston, missing since 2024 to 2025. The victims were kept in iron cages between shifts, forced to work in toxic fumes at gunpoint by former Venezuelan soldiers and Colombian mercenaries. At 5:17 a.m., Operation Prairie Storm began. 2 Black Hawk helicopters flew at an altitude of just 15 meters to avoid radar detection. Electronic warfare teams jammed all communications inside the fortress with a single, powerful pulse. At 5:29, synchronized charges blew open the walls from 4 sides simultaneously. The battle lasted 27 minutes. 1 armored truck attempted to ram federal forces. An ATF agent destroyed it with a direct hit from a Law rocket launcher. The blast was so strong that debris was found 3 miles away. By 6 a.m., the fortress had fallen. 47 hostages were rescued alive. 61 Venezuelan fighters were arrested or neutralized. Additional seizures included 180 kilograms of fentanyl, 1.4 tons of black tar heroin, $58 million in cash, gold bars, and cryptocurrency wallets, 170 firearms traced to trafficking routes personally protected by Coleman. Once the Prairie Fortress was taken, the second wave of Operation Prairie Storm launched simultaneously across all of Texas. Federal Command activated every reserve. More than 600 agents from the FBI, DEA, ICE, and Texas Rangers began synchronized raids at addresses extracted from Coleman's laptop. 6:14 a.m., Sarasota. 2 Tren de Aragua accountants were caught red-handed, burning financial ledgers in the fireplace of a luxury condominium. Agents seized $4.9 million in vacuum-sealed bricks and hard drives containing transfers to Venezuelan cartel accounts. 7:42 a.m., highway near Laredo. A convoy of 3 black pickups attempted to break toward the border. Texas Rangers deployed spike strips, while DHS blocked the road with armored vehicles. A brief exchange of gunfire erupted in an orange grove. 6 Venezuelans surrendered. Boxes of ammunition and grenades were found in the truck beds. 9:20 a.m., Dallas. Agents stormed a metal workshop in an industrial zone. A Colombian gunsmith who trained Coleman's fighters was arrested on the spot. Seized 47 rifles converted to full auto and a machine used for mounting suppressors. 11:05 a.m., Houston. Federal agents raided a hangar on the outskirts. A mobile fentanyl lab was still smoking from an overnight cook. 2 Venezuelan chemists resisted from behind industrial mixers. They were neutralized with flashbangs. 13:33 p.m., outskirts of Austin. The most dramatic arrest of the day. A regional Tren de Aragua lieutenant known as El Toro attempted to flee via a chain of lakes on a high-speed boat. DHS helicopters tracked him for 18 minutes through fog. An air assault team landed directly on the deck. On him, fake passports, encrypted drives, and a list of 27 Texas officials whom Coleman had guaranteed cartel protection. By 8 p.m.
on November 27, the final tally stood at 94 Tren de Aragua members and associates arrested across Texas. More than 450 kilograms of seized fentanyl, $84 million in cash and assets recovered. Documents revealing networks of corrupt sheriffs, judges, and local politicians funded by the cartel. Federal sources confirm part of Richard Coleman's campaign budget consisted of direct transfers from Tren de Aragua kingpins funneled through chains of fake Venezuelan charitable donors. Emergency briefings are now underway in Austin and Dallas. The governor of Texas has already stated, "Today we didn't just arrest criminals. We ripped the Venezuelan infection out of the heart of our state." The 47 rescued hostages, American citizens, including 3 teenagers from Houston, have become the symbol of why all of this mattered. Their stories of cages, toxic fumes, and rifles pressed to their heads silence even the loudest critics of tough measures. The Venezuelan cartels thought they could buy Texas, build fortresses, enslave Americans, buy politicians in expensive suits. On November 27, 2025, they got their answer. This is not just a series of raids. This is a declaration of total war. Comment: Texas does not back down if you believe this is only the beginning. Comment: justice if you want every traitor to face full accountability. We are not retreating. We are taking our country back, right now, in Texas. And this is only day 1.